Hello music fans, welcome back to the Death by Unicorn channel. Today I'm going to give some first impressions of some new albums that came out on Friday, April 22nd. What's new? So what's new is King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard and their album Omnium Gatherum. And this is their 20th album, and it's psychedelic rock with some progressive, some folk influences, some metal, some hip hop, electronic pop. It's really like a mix of many of the styles they've done before, plus a couple more ones. The kind of hip hop sound on a couple of tracks is newer for them, from what I can recall. But it's cool, yeah. They have two hip hop tracks. I've only listened to it once, so I'm going off memory. And then two of the tracks are metal. They have some psychedelic vibes. It opens up. The first song is like a Prog epic. It's the longest song on the album, but I think it's about 18 minutes long. They have some songs that are, catchy, poppy vibes, some electronic stuff in there. They're always doing really cool stuff. I think this will land in my top 10 King Gizzard albums as of now, but it will take some more listens to really determine exactly where in my King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard ranking this will fall. Hopefully going to make a King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard album ranking video at some point in the future, so hopefully people would like to see that. And the next album that I'm going to talk about that came out on April 22nd is actually an EP, and it's by Primus, and it's called Conspiranoia. And this is progressive rock with some psychedelic, some funk, some metal influences. I guess this week is kind of the theme of this week is like this prog psych combination. All three of the albums I'm going to talk about today are kind of proggy and psychedelic, which is fun. I know we've had some different weeks this year. There was a week back at the beginning of the year, it was almost like a deathcore week. I guess this week is like a psych prog week in terms of the new stuff coming out. So yeah, this one, it's an amazing band, obviously. Primus featuring Les Claypool on bass. I think he's one of the best bass players out there, one of the best bass sounds out there. This band started in the 80s. They became popular in the 90s, and they're still going strong. So far, this is my favorite EP of 2022. You can really hear their prog influences in this EP. I mostly hear Rush and King Crimson influence, and I really love those bands, so I hope that Primus makes a whole album in this sound and even throws a couple other tricks up there, brings back some more funkiness. Looking forward to hearing what Primus does next, or anything Les Claypool does, because I also really like the Claypool Lennon Delirium, one of his other bands, and I know he's been involved in various other projects. And lastly for today on the What's New First Impressions segment here is a release from a band called Psychedelic Crumpets, which is a pretty ridiculous band name, and this is the first album of theirs that I've heard, and it's called Night Gnomes. It's their 5th album. This is psychedelic rock again with some prog and alternative influences. If you're a fan of King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, I think this is something that you would like. That's kind of the most similar sounding band to them that I've found. Very well executed psychedelic rock, very cool. So I recommend it, even though it's the first one of theirs that I'm checking out. I might go back and listen to some of their other stuff now. And that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed hearing about what's new and some of my first impressions on them. I've got a lot more listening of these to do to really let them settle in and hear where they're going to rank on my end of year list. But these are really, really great. It was a good week for new releases. Till next time, peace out.